What's going on? Uh, this is Radiance. Just like the WhatsApp tutorial, I promised I was going to release a video of all I explained. So this is the video all I explained on the WhatsApp group. First thing is your PHP. After creating the PHP file, we went through how to create the PHP file last week, and we were able to display the content. We're able to test our code using the local host. So I've done all those parts. Now, for this tutorial, we're going to be going through we're going to be going through an example which will allow us to learn variables and basic parts of form submission. A little bit of data type too. Okay, let's just get on it and start. First thing is your PHP tag. PHP okay. Now if you are using HTML5, if you are using VS Code and you have your HTML5 plugin installed, you can just go ahead and type HTML. Then to get this snippet, this HTML5 snippet, so you can edit this to your taste. The body, I've designed a form. We should understand HTML form creation. So I've designed a form already. I'm just going to copy that and paste it here. And also the styles I used for this design, I'm going to copy that too and just paste it here. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. I'll explain what I've done so far. Okay, this is the form. It's just a simple form to take the first name, second name, and last name. And then, what did I do here? I created a form, then I styled it with this CSS codes. Okay, let's get going. Let's enter PHP. And now the first thing is, you can see I've already set that the form method should be post and the action should be practice.php, which is the same file. I want it to submit this form in this file. That's why I used this action to be practice.php. If I wanted another PHP file to undo the form submission, I would have just written the name of the file here. Okay, so what happens when I use post, when I use get from HTML form? You must have understood that when you use get, it exposes all the contents of the form in the URL, while post does not expose the content of the form in the URL. Okay, now the first thing we have to do is to use the set global function in PHP. So we use that to check if the submit button of the form is clicked. If it's set, so we are using post because that's the method you choose here. That's the method you choose here, post. That's why we are using underscore post here. Then what you want to check with the is set is the submit. This name submit. If it is set, that's what this means. Then perform some task. When we click on the submit button, it sets the value for this submit automatically. So that's what we are checking for here. If the submit button is set, then what do we want to do? Now we want to store these values, the first name, the second name, and the last name. We want to store them in some variables. Let's call the first name variable first name, then equals. Now you are still going to use the post method to get the value of the first name. Sorry. Okay. First name. That is, the first name is the name given to this field here. You can see this name, first name. Then for the second one, you can guess it. Second name, what will be inside the post method will be second name. For the last one, to get the value of the last one, it will also be last name. So I'm just going to duplicate this. So then the name, second name, last name, and let's rename this to second name, last name. Okay, since we have done that, we've gotten the values of this form input fields in the form, and we are storing them inside these variables. So just as we learned in the WhatsApp tutorial, the declaration of variables in PHP, you don't need to use the type, okay, because this is a string. You don't have to still type string unlike Java and the like. So this is just how you declare a variable. And that variable could be, let's say, age. We could have variable age. You have to use the $sign. Age equals, let's say, 12. So it automatically gets that this is an integer. So that's just that about variable declaration. Let me delete this and get back to what we are doing. Okay, now let me save this and try to test what we have. Reload this page. The first name, let's just use Emmanuel. Okay, then submit. You can't see anything happening, but actually it has stored the variables. It has stored those values in this variable. Let's confirm that those values are in the variable. You can use the echo statement, like we learned echo statement the other time. You can use it to output any. You can use it to output. You use it to output things in PHP. So I just used a echo statement to echo these variables just to check that they are inside. So let me reload the form. You can see that the name is showing here. That is the first name, second name, and the last name. Let me try to refresh the page so that you know. You can see the name is not showing yet. Then let me enter the name. It will see it here. So that's to show you that the fields, the values in the field actually, the values in the field actually gets stored inside these variables, because it was these variables we are using to display what we displayed. Okay, just to make it more interesting, I've designed I'm going to use a marquee to make it visible inside the inner block. So this is the marquee. You know what marquee does is it scrolls text automatically. So let's comment this out and save, and let's come here and reload the page. Okay, in the marquee you have this welcome text already showing by default. So let's try to see what happens when we submit the form with the name again. Okay, you can see welcome Emmanuel. So that is it for this simple tutorial on form submission with PHP. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.